This is the Angels POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Angels. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Much better, much better. Hello, Halo Nation. Hello, Halo hopefuls, and welcome back to the latest edition of the Locked On Angels POSTCAST, coming at you live, as always, after every single Angels game, right here live on the Locked On Angels YouTube channel, and after the fact, both on the channel and wherever the heck you get the Locked On Angels audio podcast feed. If you don't know who I am, what's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson, former credentialed journalist in the LA area, spent 4 years covering UCLA sports with the Daily Bruin, and now in year 2 with the Locked On Podcast Network, where it's your team every day. Our team is the Angels, and light that baby up, Dennis. Yes, Salvador, we got the swag back, baby, because the Angels, the roller coaster continues, and guess where we're right back to? 500, that's right. 43-43 after a stellar rubber match in Atlanta. Series victory clinched with this victory today, 5-1 against the Braves. This game was over pretty early, or not over, but a big lead right away. You go up 1-0 in the first, you're up 3-0 in the second, 4-0 in the fifth, 5-0 in the sixth inning. A dominant performance. All of our stars that we wanted to see delivered. We're right back at 500, which I know you guys will be talking about. But before we get into this one, as always, shout out to everybody in here one day before July 4th. So if you are having the day off, hope you got to enjoy the game. If you're traveling for the holiday, hope you're having safe travels and you have a great game tomorrow, or a great day tomorrow. We're hoping for a great game tomorrow, but shout out to everybody in here. As always, appreciate all the support. I already see people talking about betting their life savings on Toronto tomorrow. I saw someone else call it a free money hack. You guys are hilarious. We will certainly get into that upcoming series against the Blue Jays. But for now, let's talk about this win, and we're going to change it up today.
This is what you'll be talking about.
I want to start by talking about how this game was about as ideal of a game as you could have, because you know me, if there's one thing I want to see, maybe even above us winning the game, and no, not above us winning the game, that is the priority, but just as important, in my opinion, is seeing our young core, I don't know why I said it like that, our young core perform. Right? It gets you excited about the near future, as in what's going to happen next week, what's going to happen in a month, what's going to happen at the end of the season. And it makes you excited about what's going to happen next year, the year after that, and so on. Right? And today could not have been any better. I mean, think about it. We've been saying that Neto's been struggling a little bit. How about a triple away from the cycle? We've been always saying that we would love to see Schanuel have some power. How about a home run for him? Adell's been phenomenal, right? Phenomenal. Hitting the ball deep, home runs, extra base hits. But maybe the one criticism you could say is, does he ever really have a game where he has 3 hits, right? The average is still below 250. Oh, how about a quick 3 for 5 to get the average to 250? Logan O'Hoppe, he's terrible lately. All he does is strike out. He's not good he's not good behind the plate, yada, yada, yada. How about a good, solid defensive performance, 2 for 5 from O'Hoppe, right? We got a base hit from Rengifo. We got an RBI triple from Taylor Ward. And above all else, let's get to our player of the game. And it very well could have been Neto, a triple away from the cycle. And I'm not giving him the player of the game because that sums up how great of a pitching performance we got from our player of the game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And it's our boy, Jose Soriano, right back to looking like the phenomenal future ace that he is, looking like the Cy Young potential that I have proclaimed he has. And he came through right here after a rough start in his last start. Another thing I'm a broken record about is that resilience, right? And for Soriano to come off of easily his worst start of the season, one of the worst starts of his career, right? Just goes 4 innings, gives up 9 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, and a home run against the Nationals of all teams on June 27th. a couple days ago. For him to respond to that with 7 innings of scoreless ball, just 3 hits, just 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. He throws 101 pitches, so pretty efficient as well. Was so impressed by Jose Soriano. How could you not be, right? And of all the guys in our future core, right, that we talk about, and I talk about all of them. I just did. I don't think there's one. You can make an argument there's not one guy that is more important for the future of this team than Jose Soriano, because we know that our rotation is probably the weakest link in our team. You can say the bullpen might be as well, but we've got multiple guys in there that are guys for the future, whether it's a Bachman, who we will talk about in this game, a Stevenson, a Ben Joyce, of course, right? Even a guy like Zephyr John. I know too soon after what happened yesterday, but and Detmers, of course. There's a lot of young arms in that bullpen that we are confident eventually are going to be MLB quality bullpen arms, right? But the rotation's a little bit different, right? We've got Kikuchi. He's phenomenal, but he's not for the future, right? And outside of that, what's the rest of the rotation? Tyler Anderson, old. Kyle Hendricks, old. Kikuchi, somewhat old. Jack Iwanowitz, inconsistent. Don't know if he's a guy that's going to stay in the rotation. So we need Soriano to hit. And he has absolutely, we struck the gold with Jose Soriano. I'm going to keep saying it. And we saw it again tonight. He was unhittable. And it's so nice to know that in a big moment, in a big game, a rubber match. Again, I know it sounds silly to call these big games when we're not even at the All-Star break, when we're a team that's probably not in the playoff hunt. I don't care. Our goal, and someone said it on the show yesterday. I forgot to put it up here yesterday, but he's exactly right. Win series, not winning streaks. I'm not worried about winning 8 in a row. I'm not worried about winning 10 in a row, 12 in a row. Win series. And here's another series where, yes, was yesterday's loss infuriating? Yes, it was. But guess what you did? If you are the Angels, you handled business. You had a rubber match. You did your job 2 nights ago to beat the Braves 4-0, and you did your job tonight to win 5-1 to win the series. If you can do that again in your 3-game series against the Blue Jays, if you can win 2 out of 3, guess what? Yes, you'd finally be over 500, which for silly reasons we want really badly. We just want to see it because it's become a joke at this point. But above all else, it's another series that you can win. Sets up a nice 7-game homestand where you would love to win 4 out of 7 and go into the All-Star break above 500, right? If you win more series than you lose, it's a great season. It's probably a playoff season, right? And right now we're continuing to, in rubber matches, perform. Really, other than those rubber matches on Sundays, day games where we refuse to play our players, if we play our lineup in a rubber match, we win. And ironically, I say that in a game where we didn't get much of a contribution from some of the guys I clamor to see, like a Mike Trout or a Zach Neto. I mean, well, Zach Neto did give us a huge performance, but there's games where we don't play all of our starters. This was a rubber match where we did. And it's so nice to see that above all else, in addition to the lineup performing, we can trust Jose Soriano to go on the mound in a big game and get the freaking job done. So I'm fired up. Shout out to Jose Soriano. Very, very big from him. But he was not alone. Like we said, all, and I mean all, of the young stars came through in this one. And again, right away, I know all the jokes about betting on us losing whenever we're 500. That's a good bet. But a pretty darn good bet? The Angels scoring in the first inning or the 9th inning. If you could make some bet about will the Angels score in at least the first inning or 9th, I'm taking that 10 times out of 10, because I feel like in every game we at least score in the first or the 9th. And we did it again today. Zach Neto gets his day started and gets our day started with the leadoff single. Taylor Ward with the 2-out walk, and then Joe Adell. He did it yesterday in the first inning. He did it again today in the first inning. He hits the ball hard up the middle. This one, 109.9 mile an hour ground ball up the chute. 1-0 Angels. You love to see it. You know what you love to see even more? How about a 2-out rally? We're in the top of the second where you get a Zach Neto double immediately followed by a Nolan. He doesn't have enough power. His exit velo is too low. He doesn't have enough barrels. Schanuel, 2-run shot, 3-1 pitch, 415 feet, gets a sinker right down the middle. And this is just him being a professional hitter, right? This is him being a professional hitter. which we can trust Nolan Schanuel to do, whether it's making contact when you need him to, whether it's him not striking out a lot, whether it's him taking walks. And in this case, it's getting ahead 3-1, knowing you're going to get a hittable pitch and absolutely turning on it. And that's what he did. Love to see it. Schanuel, he's so much fun watching when he hits a home run or has a big hit, when he runs around the bases. He gets fired up. We saw it again today. That made it 3-0. And then in the fourth, oh man, how great was it to see Zach Neto, who already at this point had a single and a double, already having a big game after kind of a rough stretch for him. And he caps it off with a solo shot here. Again, get ahead in the count 1-0, get a sinker down the middle, and crush it 408 feet, 104.9 exit velo. Just like that, it's 4-0. And yes, Mahoko, you're exactly right. These guys fit with each other. They fit with each other. I don't know if we, in the long run, want to see Neto hitting second and Schanuel hitting third. You can make the argument that in the long run, you would like to see Schanuel hit second, Neto hit third, not first, right? And have maybe Christian Moore leading off, or have Luis Rengifo leading off, or who knows, right? Maybe you go acquire someone, right? I think in the long run, you would like to see Schanuel hitting second, Neto hitting third, maybe a Joe Adell hitting fourth, a Logan O'Hoppe hitting fifth, something like that, right? In the long run. But for now, this Neto leadoff, Schanuel second, it works. It works, and it worked again today a couple different times. You love to see that. We scored one more run in the 6th inning, not from one of the young stars, but still a guy that we very much enjoy seeing play well, especially right now with the trade deadline coming up, whether it means we're keeping him and you just like one of your veterans to play well, or if he's increasing that trade value and we can get rid of him. You absolutely love to see Mike Trout, a guy who is not getting a lot of hits right now, but he is getting on base a crap ton, takes another walk with 2 outs, and then Taylor Ward hits him in with a 2-out RBI triple, his second triple of the year, the second 2-out rally of this ball game. Love to see it. That made it 5-0 Angels. And from then on out, it was all she wrote. Jurickson Profar did hit a solo shot in the bottom of the 9th, a useless home run for him off Brock Burke. But outside of that, it was all Angels. Absolutely love to see it. The young stars coming through. You can't ask for much more. We're going to take our break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this one, but I really want to start talking about next series and just the team as a whole. You see me here saying we are not a bad baseball team. I have some things to say about some of the comments from the show yesterday about this team and about myself. I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to defend our Angels. We'll do that right after our break here on the Locked On Angels postcast. Now, on this Thursday, right before the 4th of July, and yes, hope you guys do have a great 4th of July. But on this Thursday, today's show is brought to you by Gametime. Have you ever decided at the last minute to head to a ball game with friends or family? Maybe it's game day and you suddenly realize you want to be in the stands. Well, that's exactly where Gametime comes in. It's the easiest way to grab last minute tickets without the stress. With the money you save on tickets, you can splurge on food, drinks, merch, or even invite a bigger group to come with you. Gametime makes it possible. Gametime makes buying tickets fast and simple. Prices on the app actually drop the closer you get to first pitch, and they've got incredible last-minute deals, clear seat views, and a lowest price guarantee that takes the worry out of buying. Gametime is the official ticketing partner of Locked On MLB. It's easy to browse the app. I love their zone deals and the seat views right in the app before you buy, so you know exactly where you'll be. So you can take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. And today's show is also brought to you by Supply House. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades, Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400-plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need, delivered fast from coast to coast. If you need help with an order, Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll talk to a real person every single time. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, they're free. Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Back here live on a victory edition of the Locked On Angels postcast. Angels 5, Braves 1. The Angels back at 500, 43-43. More importantly, they win another rubber match. They win another game against a talented team. And that's where I'm going to start this second segment by just saying, I don't want to say I told you so, okay? I'm not that cocky, but there were a lot of people in here ripping me to shreds for my take yesterday about Zephyr John and Ray Montgomery. I get it. That was interesting. But there were a lot of people ripping on me for predicting a win tomorrow, ripping on this Angels team, saying we were going to suddenly lose 5 games in a row again, that we stink, that we always stink, yada, yada, yada. I get it. There's a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of PTSD in this fan base, and for good reasons, right? Trust me, I know, and I agree with all of you, and I feel it as well. But sometimes don't be overly negative and don't be overly positive. Just take the game, take the team for what it is. And right now, what is this team? This is a team that could not be any more or less average. They've been 500 for the past 2 weeks, right? They started out hot, then they were cold, then they were hot, then they were cold, then they're kind of hot, now they're kind of warm, and they're 500. Their record, you are what your record says you are, is usually true. Sometimes it's not. But with this Angels team, we know it's true because this team goes on winning streaks. They go on losing streaks. They have guys get hurt. They call guys up. They have Kyron Paris look like a star. They have Matthew Lugo look like a star. You have both of them look terrible. You have Moncada look great, then he's hurt. Yada, yada, yada. Trout great, then hurt, then back, then bad, then good. Yada, yada, yada. Christian Moore. And through all of it, what is this team? They're 43-43. So is this a good team? I don't know. Is this a team that should buy and sell at the deadline? I don't know. It's a good debate to have. But I'm ready to say, and I've been ready to say it for a few days and weeks, honestly. But I think this series, you can say, the Angels, we know for certain now, this is not a bad baseball team. We are deep enough in the year. We're not 20-20. We're not 10-10. This team has played 86 games. We're more than halfway through the year. You kind of know what this team is at this point. And this team is not a bad baseball team. I'm ready to say it. Am I saying this is a playoff team? No. Am I saying this is a division hunt? No. Am I saying that we need to go acquire guys at the deadline and that we shouldn't be planning for the future? No. I'm not saying any of that. But stop saying this is a bad baseball team. They're not. They're an average baseball team. And they're an average baseball team that is young and has the potential to go from average to above average. And we're not there yet. We are not there yet. But this floor, the floor of this team is higher than it has been in a couple of years. We have a floor now of, hey, Ohapi's going to have an off week, but Neto's not. And if Neto does, then Schanuel's not. And if Schanuel does, then Adell's not. And hey, Kowanowitz might have a bad start, but then Soriano's not. But if Soriano does, then Kikuchi's not. Hey, Detmers might be great in the bullpen, but Zephyr John might not. But we're an average baseball team. We're not a bad team anymore. We have proven it. We've beaten good teams. We've lost to bad teams. We've beaten bad teams. We've lost to good teams. Yada, yada, yada. We've done it all. But this is another series against a Braves team that is an average baseball team, right? They're above average in terms of talent. The Braves are. They're below average in terms of record. They've had a lot of injuries. And guess what? We went into Atlanta. We won 2 out of 3. And you can make the argument we should have won yesterday. So this is not a bad baseball team. And I don't want to hear it anymore. This is an average team. Let's start treating it like that. All right. So shout out to our team for getting it done tonight. Shout out to everybody in here. And real quick, let's preview tomorrow because we now have an opportunity to either make me look like a fool or make me look really smart for what I just said. Because you have 3 in Toronto, a team that is, pretty hot. They're coming all the way back in the AL East race, right there neck and neck with the Yankees all of a sudden. You've got 3 in Toronto. Would love to see you win 2 out of 3, of course. Will they do it? I don't know. We've got 2 day games in this stretch or in this series. We know how bad we are in day games. You play at noon on Saturday. You play at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. We know a day game on Sunday, that's 2 of our kryptonites, right? So just based on history alone, like you all were saying earlier, might be smart to predict we lose tomorrow just because we never win the second we get to 500. But yes, George, you are right. I do not want to lose to the Canadians on 4th of July in Toronto. Would love to beat them. If we can win 2 out of 3, it is an absolutely, positively, no doubt about it, extremely successful 6-game trip to start the month of July, right? Because the month of June, it treated us well. I don't know what our record was in the month of June, but I know it was above average, right? We swept the A's. We won 2 out of 3 against Seattle. We won 2 out of 3 against Boston the first time and then swept Boston the second time, right? We won 3 out of 4 against the Yankees. So if you didn't get swept, and we won 2 out of 3 against the Mariners, if you didn't get swept by the Orioles, if you didn't lose 2 out of 3 against the Astros and Nationals, this would have been a perfect month, right? Very good month in June. We know how hot Joe Adell was. The question was, we turn the page, we get to July, right before the All-Star break, right before the deadline, a lot of rumors about guys being traded. Is this team going to stay playing good baseball or not? Well, guess what? So far, just 3 games in the month of July, but they've handled business. They've won 2 out of 3. We'll love to see them win 2 out of 3 tomorrow and then go into a massive 7-game homestand before the All-Star break. Huge opportunity here. Huge opportunity. One of the bigger months in a while for this team. So obviously a huge win today. What did I say? I said we had the pitching advantage today, and that's why I predicted the win. Tomorrow, we are probably not going to have the pitching advantage. It will be Lauer on the mound for the Blue Jays, 4-1, 2.6 ERA, a lefty. I do think that helps our lineup. A lot of great righties in our lineup. Neto, Adell, Ohapi, Trout, Ward, you know it. All the righties in there. Would love to see us take advantage of the lefty. TBD in terms of who's starting. Most likely Kyle Hendricks is what we're thinking. So if it's him, they do have the advantage, right? But we'll see. This team has been hot, offensively especially. You're going up against a good pitcher, a good lefty, but he is a lefty. I think we can take advantage. If you have to ask me, it hurts to say it, but just if you're smart, you probably predict us to lose this game tomorrow. And I'm trying really hard not to be a homer here. I know you guys want me to pick, but you know what? I'm sorry. All good things must come to an end. All bad things must come to an end. There's no way we can keep losing these games. Knowing the Angels will probably finally win tomorrow and then lose 2 in a row, Saturday and Sunday, and go below 500 just like that. Honestly, I might predict that, but we're going to go one game at a time. Call me delusional. Call me a Halo honk. Call me a Halo homer. I don't care. I'm picking us to win tomorrow on the 4th of July. Crucify me. I want to see us win a game on the holiday. Fingers crossed, let's make it happen. But with all that being said, we're going to wrap this one up. Shout out to everybody in here. Again, have a great rest of your night tonight. Hopefully, if you're traveling, safe travels. If you're with family, enjoy the time. And of course, enjoy your 4th of July tomorrow. It is a holiday, but I will most likely still be doing the show. I am doing stuff with the family, of course, but it is an evening game. I think I'm going to squeeze it in where I can, be eating dinner while the game is happening and then come do the show, or just hold off and have a super late dinner after the show. We'll wait and see, but most likely I'll be here tomorrow. And if you do have time to step away from your family on the 4th of July tomorrow, we'd love you to spend some time with us here on the Locked On Angels postcast. So I'll be here at 6:45 around then when the game ends. Appreciate the kind words, John. Appreciate the kind words, Mahoko, and everybody else. Go Angels. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great holiday tomorrow, whether I see you or not. But as always, take care and go Angels.